Good morning, guys. Sorry, it's been about 4 days since my last upload. I got a little busy every weekend. It gets a little busy. I think I've said this before, but my husband runs an evangelist group at church where we go downtown and evangelize. And so we're gone on Saturdays for about 5 hours. And this particular Saturday, I had a women's meetup, so we're gone the whole Saturday, and then Sunday we're gone all day for church. And yeah, it was just a really busy few days. And today, what's today? Today's our anniversary, so happy anniversary to us. We've been married for 12 years, but I wanted to show you. Someone asked what I did with my onions, how did I store them, and I didn't finish, as you can see, putting my onions up here. So I wanted to show you exactly what I do with my onions to securely, my son's back there, to store them so that they can dry out. And I'm going to show you, I have some other ones that have already been sitting out, and so they've already been drying out. So I'm going to show you what they look like. So these are the onions that I already started to sit out. What I do is just place them on this rack. Last year I had them on this rack, but as you can see, that's all filled with all of my herbs and oils and stuff. And then this one has all of my 5-gallon buckets. And so I just had this extra rack, and I sat this on top of my deep freezer. You just want to make sure that it has airflow and that it has time for the roots to dry out, and for the skin right here. You know how you buy onions in the store and it's really crispy, so you want this to dry out as well. So I wanted to show you the comparison of ones that I took out, I don't know, a few months ago maybe, or a month ago, and you can see how the roots are really dry, the tops are all dried out, and it has that crispy skin that we're looking for, where this skin is still pretty wet and not really papery, like you don't hear it moving, where this, you can hear that. So these are onions that have already sat and cured, and we want to get these to cure. And so you want to let them sit for a minimum of like 3 weeks. I have some more onions over here on this side. These are the onions that my daughter had pulled out, and so they are a little more dry than the ones that I just pulled out in my last video, because she pulled those out about a week beforehand. And so I'm going to finish getting the rest of the onions that I have here in this 5-gallon bucket up on this rack, and then we'll be back. So I just take them and just spread them out. This one fell, and I try to go back and forth as long as they are evenly spaced and not touching. Okay, I have them all laid out, as you can see, and try to keep them from touching. And then the ones that I had already picked out there that are older, that you can see, this is more dried out than the fresh green ones. I have them at the back. But so we'll leave them and let them sit for 3 weeks. So that is how I cure my onions. After the 3 weeks, then I can, if the tops have not already dried out and fallen off, then you can go ahead and cut the tops off and then just store the onions. You can store them like this, or you can cut the tops off and then just store them how you know, onions are kept inside of the store when you buy them in a bag. Last year I ended up cutting the tops off, and then what did I do? I cut the tops off, and then I used some fresh, and then as I saw some that were sprouting, I had my daughters chop them up and put them in Ziploc bags. So I still have, I think I'll see if I can show you, I have 2 more gallon size Ziploc bags full of onions from last season that we harvested in our freezer, and if they're still good, not freezer burnt at all, and they'll get us through. We'll obviously use those first before we start using our new onions. So I have these reusable Ziploc bags, these gallon ones. So I use put onions in here, as well as just regular gallon size freezer bags. If you are interested in those bags, I'll see if I can link where I got them from. I got them from Amazon as a pack. I think like a 4-pack of those. I have them also in quart size and snack size bags, just so that I can, you know, reuse them and like wash them out. I thought I was recording and I was not, so I apologize for that. I said I was coming out into the garden. It's drizzling right now. My husband and I are getting ready to head out for our anniversary day and lunch. But I did want to get in here and check on the hoop house and check the garden before I headed out. Everything in here is looking good, and it looks like we have some peppers forming already. So that's my first pepper. Actually, I see a pepper right here. Those are the first peppers. I see some other ones forming inside of the hoop house, which makes me really, really excited. I see some more tomatoes. So that's really, really exciting. So glad that's doing well. I don't need to water in here because I did check the water. The thing about having a hoop house, here comes Jade in winter. The thing about having a hoop house is that when it rains, I sometimes forget that my hoop house doesn't get rain. Nope. No, no, don't jump. Jade was trying to eat my dress. Ooh, a rose. So my roses have recuperated from all of the damage that the caterpillars had did. Oh my goodness, guys. I can't even believe that I actually have zinnias in bloom right now. That's amazing. And these, I haven't been out here in like 2 days really to inspect the garden and to see all of these pole beans that have just like literally above my head. Like I have to reach my hand up to touch this, which is amazing. Last year when my beans started growing like this, I didn't know that there were beans at the bottom, and so I missed harvesting a lot of beans when they were ready because they were all at the bottom and I didn't know. And so this year I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm paying attention to the bottom leaves of the beans. I cannot believe all of these zinnias are open already. Like, that's crazy. Oh my goodness, I just looked over and saw that I have these squash that are ready. I'm pretty sure this is my first time actually getting a successful, I think they're like called like the ronde something. But they are like definitely bigger than a baseball. So very glad that I came out here to just inspect before I went out here. It gives me an idea of what I need to do once I get back from our anniversary. My first sunflower. I had some teddy bear sunflowers as well as sunflower Steve sunflowers, I believe, in this bed, and as you can see, it has bloomed again. And these, oh my goodness, y'all, that with my lilies, I can see an orange lily. Oh my goodness, and my echinacea. Guys, I was about to say this turned into, ooh, I got the, I got, in the corner of my eyes, I saw all these big things moving. Do you guys see all of those grasshoppers? Let me see if I could get close in on one. Oh my goodness. They're black and gray. There's a huge one back. There's huge, oh my goodness. Can you guys see them moving all over? Like, look at them. Oh my goodness. In the corner of my eye, I just saw big things moving, like crawling all through here, and there's about 10 of those. that completely gave me the creepy crawlies, and I feel like they're crawling on me now. Oh my goodness. That completely ruined anything I was thinking about saying, anything I wanted to say. Like, I just immediately just feel like things are crawling on me now. I feel like things are crawling on me now, and I feel itchy. We must have army horners. Let me show you. Something has completely... Yes, we have caterpillars. I see the poop. I see the poop, so I'm gonna have to come out here and find them. Yep, there's poop here. My tomatoes are all still here, but I see down here as well, they completely stripped all of these potatoes. And then these have holes, so they're somewhere in here. So like I said, I can't inspect those things right now. I just wanted to come out and see what was going on and like lay eyes on the garden, because I hadn't been out here. Oh, ooh. There are more grasshoppers, like, ooh, there's babies. Oh my goodness, do you see them jumping? Look. There's that little one that just jumped. There more into here. Oh my goodness. I have on a long dress down to the ground, and now I feel like they're up my legs and crawling on me. This is just... I come out here feeling good, to look at plants, and I wonder if the BT, because that's what I'm gonna spray on those potatoes, I wonder if the BT would kill grasshoppers. I know that grasshoppers eat. You guys have to, I mean, I guess I can look it up, but if you guys know right away, let me know. I know grasshoppers eat certain things, but I'm not exactly sure. It's starting to rain right now, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. There were some good things and bad things out in the garden. So, I definitely feel itchy. I need to make sure there's no grasshoppers crawling on me before we leave. My husband just started the car. So, this is where we're gonna have to part ways before I come back and we have to deal with the garden and spray some pests.